No. If I increase the stabilizer by another half a milliliter, the viscosity changes, which means the mana suspension becomes unstable, which means the catalyst precipitates, which means... Okay. Maybe if I reduce the lunar extract instead? No, then the proteins won't bind. Who designed magic? Oh, there you are. Right on time. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me. Come in. Just mind the stack of papers by the door. And the one beside it. Actually just watch your step in general. My organizational system makes sense to exactly one person. Me. But it's good to see you. What? No, I'm not smiling unusually wide. I always smile when you visit. Listen, I've been in here for nearly 14 hours. You're the first person I've spoken to today that wasn't a beaker. Come here, sit. You can keep me company. Oh, this? This is, well, potentially the biggest breakthrough I've had in months. Or the biggest disaster. I've been developing a temporary additive transformation serum. Nothing dangerous. Well, nothing should be dangerous. It encourages dormant magical traits to manifest. Animal characteristics. And enhanced senses. Things like that. Temporarily, in theory. What? The in theory part is completely normal. Every scientist says that. Okay, most scientists probably shouldn't, but I mean it reassuringly. No human trials yet. No, absolutely not. I've only tested it on enchanted plants. You know, one fern developed rabbit ears. It was adorable. No, I don't know why a fern needed ears. That's besides the point. Just don't touch. Did you just... You drank it? You actually drank it? Why? I turned around for 3 seconds. Why would you... Why are you like this? Give me your hand. Quickly. Okay. Pulse. Normal. Breathing. Normal. Pupils. Also normal. Okay. You absolute menace. Do you have any idea how many warning labels I was about to print? You couldn't even wait for me to finish making them? No label means it's free. Okay, that is the worst scientific principle I have ever heard. And I've attended conferences. Okay, alright. No panicking. I'm just going to observe and record and treat symptoms if they arise. Okay, how do you feel? Any dizziness? Nausea? Magic surges? Sudden urge to solve calculus? Nothing? Really? That's actually a little disappointing. I expected... Wait. Hold still. Your hair... No, just above... Oh my goodness. Yeah, you have ears. Puppy ears. They're actually ridiculously cute. I maintaining complete professionalism. I merely happen to be observing exceptionally soft-looking canine appendages. Stop looking at me like that. I didn't tell you could drink it. That was your own silly decision. Can I examine them, please? Strictly for research, of course. Thank you. They're warm. Real muscle response. Interesting. Oh my god, they twitched. Was that because I touched them? It was? Fascinating. There it is again. They react to touch. Responsive nerves. Remarkable. They're so soft. How is that fair? Hold on. Turn around. Slowly. Oh, you have a tail too. I can't believe it. It worked. It actually worked. And your tail's wagging. No, I don't think you're controlling it. Which means it's probably linked to emotion. Interesting. Very interesting. You look embarrassed. And now it's wagging faster. Oh, that's precious. I mean, significant, obviously. Subject displays involuntary caudal movements corresponding with emotional stimulus. Subject is also unreasonably adorable. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. You're probably wondering if this is permanent. It shouldn't be. The serum should wear off within a few hours. I'll monitor you the entire time. So no leaving the lab. Doctor's orders. Well, scientist's orders. Close enough. Besides, I wouldn't mind the company. You never do. Actually, could you do me one more favor? Just look at me for a second. Yeah, don't move. I just need a closer look at you. You know, while you're still here. No signs of magical instability, which is excellent. Although, your ears keep angling toward my voice, even when I'm not moving. And your tail, it slowed down a little. Not just because you're calmer, but because you're listening. Almost like your body prioritizes whatever it considers comforting or familiar. You've always been like that, actually. even before the potion. Whenever I'd ramble about an experiment or complain about funding or spend 20 minutes explaining something nobody else would care about, you always listened. Never looked bored and never rushed me. Most people smile politely after about 2 minutes of science talk, and you somehow make it through entire evenings. I still haven't figured out how. Maybe that's why. No, forget it. Forget I said anything. Let's begin with a simple observation. Would you mind looking straight ahead for me? Good. I see. No. Don't ask yet. I want to see if you notice on your own. There, again. Your left ear. It keeps swiveling toward me whenever I speak, even when you're looking the other way. Almost like it doesn't want to miss a word. You didn't even realize, did you? That's adorable. Now, let's test tactile sensitivity. May I? Very lightly. Tiny twitch. Again. Oh, that one folded backwards for a second. Does it tickle? I thought so. You're trying so hard not to react. It's written all over your face. You've always been terrible at hiding your expressions. Now, your ears are helping too. It's almost unfair. Oh? Well, that was a bigger reaction. Your shoulders relaxed, your eyes almost closed. Oh, did that feel nice? You don't have to answer. I think your ears answered for you. They're expressive little things, far more honest than their owner. Subject attempts to maintain composure. Fails immediately. What? That's an objective observation. Now, onto the tail. This one is fascinating because unlike your ears, I don't think you've noticed it's been giving away every single emotion. Don't believe me? Let's review. When I panicked after you drank the potion, it was tucked right against you. When I said your ears were cute, it started wagging. When I confessed I liked having you around, I genuinely thought it was going to achieve liftoff. And now, it's making these tiny little swishes, like it's deciding whether to wag or not. Which means you're curious. Maybe a little embarrassed. definitely thinking too much. Am I close? Okay. I'll observe some more then. Oh, there it goes. Straight up. I wasn't expecting it to react that quickly. Remarkable. Immediate muscular response. Extremely... You're flushed. Sorry, Did I catch you off guard? I should have warned you first, although I suppose I learned something valuable. The tail is considerably more reactive than the ears. See? Another little wag. You know, this is becoming a problem. As a scientist, I'm supposed to rely on objective data. But every time your tail moves, my first thought isn't, yes, excellent research. It's, he's so unbelievably cute. Years of higher education reduced to smiling at a fluffy tail. My professors would be devastated. Now, let's try one final experiment. No touching this time, just words, okay? Ready? You're my favorite friend. Immediate ear perk. A little tail wag. Excellent consistency. Again, I always look forward to seeing you. Okay, slight tail wag again. There it goes. Just like before. And you're my good boy. Oh, oh, that's the biggest reaction yet. Both ears are standing at attention, tail wagging so hard your chair's squeaking. Oh, you poor thing. Your body has become the world's least subtle lie detector. Whatever you're feeling, I don't even have to guess anymore. It tells me before you do. You've accidentally become the cutest research assistant I've ever had. I think I've earned the right to enjoy that for a few hours before the potion wears off. Besides, watching you try to act all composed while your ears and tail betray you every few seconds might just be my favorite experiment I've ever conducted. You know, I think I've gathered more than enough data for now. Everything after this, we'll call it supplementary research. Although, I do have one small concern. You don't mind if I call you something, do you? Just while the potion's still active? Good. Because I don't think test subject suits you anymore. I think puppy feels much more accurate. What? Don't look at me like that. You have fluffy ears, a wagging tail, and every time I compliment you, your whole body practically lights up. You're making my job very easy, puppy. See? There it goes again. Your ears tilted, just like you recognized it. That's adorable. I wonder though, do you like being called that? Or do you just like that I'm calling you that? Your body seems determined to answer everything for you anyway. You know, I've touched your shoulder before, your hand, even hugged you a few times. None of those ever felt different. But now, maybe it's because I know how your ears react, or because I keep catching your tail wagging in the corner of my eye. Everything feels awfully cute. Can I try something? Just a hypothesis. Yeah, stay exactly where you are. Good puppy. I see. And that little blink. He's a very patient puppy, Sitting so nicely while I fuss over him. I appreciate that. Really. You're making science proud. There. See? You didn't even complain. You just let me fuss over you. Such a cooperative little puppy. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm not making fun of you. If anything, I think you're handling this remarkably well. If I suddenly woke up with puppy ears and a tail, I'd probably be running around in circles. Yeah, you didn't wake up with them, but you've just been sitting here, patiently letting me conduct my little tests and tease you a little. Okay, well, while I still have you here, praise appears to correlate with increased tail activity. Hypothesis number 3? 4? I lost count. Well, we should verify for science. You're very handsome. There it goes. Right on cue. Good puppy. Reliable. Let's try another. You're thoughtful, kind. You always make time for me even when you're busy. I love spending time with you, and seeing you smile brightens my day. Both ears perked up. Character compliments seem to produce an even stronger response. Subject enjoys being appreciated. Don't we all? But this is a bit strange. I've spent years studying magical biology, documenting enchanted creatures, examining all sorts of transformations, and somehow this is the first time I found myself wanting to smile every time I make an observation. Because it's you. I wonder, maybe... No, the patient didn't actually make you any cuter. Maybe it just made it impossible for me to ignore how cute I already thought you were. Oh, that kind of slipped out. Pretend I said that in a, just forget about it. Okay, fine. Even I'm tired of saying forget about it too. Can I confess something? I know it's sudden, considering, the situation, but I've already said too much today. I've liked you for a while. Longer than I care to admit. It started innocently enough. Looking forward to your visits, making your favorite tea whenever I knew you were coming over, finding excuses to text you when I had absolutely no reason to. Then, somewhere along the way, you stopped being my best friend who visits the lab and quietly became the person I wanted to tell everything to. The first person I looked for whenever something exciting happened, and the last person I thought about before going to bed. I kept telling myself, don't ruin the friendship. He's probably just being nice. And so I buried it. Under work, under research, under 12-hour shifts. Then today, you walked in, drank my experimental potion without asking, and somehow it became easier to tell you the truth than to keep pretending. Not exactly how I imagine confessing. I thought of giving you flowers and taking you to a nice dinner, not without the puppy ears. Although I suppose this version is rather memorable. You don't... It's okay. You don't have to say anything. I mean it. I value you far too much to expect your tail. It's practically wagging in circles, and your ears, they're both standing straight up. Hold on. Don't tell me. This entire time you've... You have? Really? You like me too? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No, I don't mean to say that in a bad way. I mean, we've spent how long? Months? Maybe longer? both secretly liking each other. While I was busy convincing myself you only visited because you felt sorry for your overworked friend, you thought about me in the same way, and I'm such an idiot. You know what my report is missing? One final conclusion. Subject's ears and tail consistently reflected emotions the subject struggled to express aloud. Turns out, mine probably would have done exactly the same thing if I'd been the one who drank the potion. Maybe that's why I like these silly ears so much. They've been honest for both of us, when neither of us quite knew how to be. Okay, no more tests, no more observations, and no pretending this is for science anymore. Just me and the sweetest puppy who somehow managed to steal a scientist's heart long before he ever grew the ears to match. Well, this certainly wasn't what I expected to write in today's lab report. I thought I'd be documenting breakthrough magical research. Instead, I confessed, discovered he likes me back, and acquired an adorable, incredibly adorable puppy. Well, you won't be a puppy for long. I'm 99.8% sure it'll wear off soon. Don't make that face. I'm kidding. I think. Actually, I have an idea. You said you came here because you were hungry, didn't you? Well, other than wanting to hang out with me, it's almost dinner time. So, hypothetically, if a certain scientist wanted to take a certain very handsome puppy out to dinner as perhaps our first official date, would that be acceptable? Well, there is one tiny complication. You still look like this, which means we have two options. Option 1, we wait here until the potion wears off. Option 2, we go exactly as you are. Think about it. A nice little restaurant, you sitting across from me, trying very hard to act dignified, while your ears swivel every time someone drops a fork. Your tail thumping against the chair every time I compliment you. Oh, I think I've talked myself into option 2. Can you imagine the questions? Excuse me, miss. Your boyfriend appears to have puppy ears. And I just smile and say, yes, he's a rescue. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. That one was too easy. Although, if puppy embarrasses you, I suppose I should ask. Would you rather I call you by your name, or would you like me to keep calling you puppy? thought so. Good puppy. There's my reward for being right. Come on, let's lock up the lab. I'll buy dinner, of course. It's only fair. After all, you did volunteer for human testing entirely against my instructions. And if anyone stares or asks questions or think it's strange that I'm walking hand in hand with the cutest puppy in town, let them. I think they're just jealous. Besides, I rather like having you by my side. Fluffy ears, wagging tail and all. Now come along, puppy. Our first date is waiting.